Hey guys, today we're working on the 24 valve VR6 GLI again. We're going to be changing control arms, tire rods, and ball joints. First thing you want to do, move the two back bolts out of the caliper and remove the nut from the axle. I already started this side, so I started doing the tire rod. So remove the bottom bolt before it's all the way out. Either you get one of these little tools, pry it in there, pull down, it should pop out. If not, just get a little hammer, hit it on the bottom. Once this is out, next thing you want to do is loosen this up. There's two bolts. Okay, once this bolt is out and you remove the tire up from the knuckle, you want to get a 19mm and a 13mm. You want to hold this one down and then twist this so the actual end of the tire rod gets loosened up. So once that's loosened up, next thing you want to do is remove this little cover, and then we're going to use the tire rod tool, which is right there. Okay, once the end part of the tire rod is removed, you're gonna see these little one-time use clips. So you want to get a flathead and then just twist until it snaps. So there's one all the way down there. Okay, this is what I was talking about. Try to replicate that the bolt is on the same side or same length here, so your car will drive straight without needing an alignment, because you're gonna have to drive to alignment shop after this. All right, so next thing you want to do is, everything is out, the boot is out, you want to get the tire rod tool. You move this little screw right here to see how much movement you want on it. So you're gonna put that in there, all right, and then get a little ratchet and loosen it up. All right, you want to put the new one back on. Do the same thing with the tool, tying it in there, tying it all up. What I'm also doing is replacing the one-time use clamps for one of these. I'm gonna slide it in there. Once it's on the where it needs to be, all the way in the end, right there in the little corner, get a little screwdriver, come through the back and tighten that up. All right, since I didn't have the right tool for the nut in here, what I did is took out the three bottom bolts, started loosening this up while there's still one bolt in there. I almost got it out. Then I just put this little tool that takes out the bolt joints in there. Get a little hammer, tap it in, and then I can take that out. I'm gonna take out the two bolts from the control arm, and then this comes out. I already put everything back on in here, and then just bolt on everything back. Okay, so the socket you need is a 13.30mm socket. The nut looks like, where did it go? This right here. It's a 12 point. In my other GTI and the 20th I have, it's actually a bolt going inside the axle. I don't know why this one has a nut. So I never had to, I hadn't had this tool, so I had to go buy these 12 points, and then you should get it out. Okay, to install the bolt joint, what you need is a 6mm Allen key, and then all you're gonna do is, once you get the axle out, put that there. The 6mm goes inside here, and then tighten it with an open end. Okay, so it helps if you put a bolt here, have the Allen here, and then just tighten that up. Okay, so the problem I was having is that the oil pan on the 24 valve VR6 is right here, so I had to jack up the motor up a little. Okay, so what I tried before didn't work, so I used one of these they're like rounded tips, so they actually, then just take that out, remove the one under here. Okay, so I put the new control arm. The top nut is an 18, as well as the bottom. You do have to remove two bolts from the motor mount in order to jack this up. I put a piece of wood so the oil pan won't get damaged, because this is so tight in here and it's a long bolt, so it's definitely gonna touch. Once those two bolts are in and torqued down, put in your bolt joint into the hole in the control arm, tying this up just a little, putting your little piece there, and your 3 little screws underneath. Okay, your hub assembly, someone snapped a bolt in there. Get yourself one of these little tools and one of these, hammer it right in the middle, and then this will give you a thread again, and then you can put a new bolt in there.
Literally.
So I took this to a shop. Look at the hack job they did. This is how they connected the ABS sensor, because it was messed up before. The whole harness was cut, so they fixed that. Look how they put a second bolt in here so this wouldn't come out. They did the bearing on this, and then they pretty much ate out the threads in here, so I had to get a whole new assembly. I had to take out the whole hub, take out the one screw. It's an Allen key. I think it's like a 5mm. Yeah, 5mm Allen key. Then remove. Okay, so on this side of the Jetta, the whole new hub is in. The suspension's back on, and remember, like I said, I was trying to take out this bolt, right, and this went all the way in, because under here you can see the welds. Someone unwelded this, cut this open, and the nut that goes back here fell off, because probably they didn't want to change the whole K-frame, so they just cut this out, put the nut in there, and welded it back up. So I'm gonna. Okay, so there's the part I cut. As you can see, that's where the bolt should go, right there. You see the nut is in there, screws in there. I'm gonna tack right in the corner of the nut, like 2 little tacks around it. Okay, so as you can see, I welded it right there, and I got as high as I could, so the nut now can come out, be removed easily. Okay, now they're not the prettiest welds, but they hold. Put the wheels back on the car, and that's done. Hopefully this helps out, and if you have a similar problem, you can just, you know, cut that out, fix it, weld it back up, and you don't have to replace the whole K-frame. The new underlining for the car. So I did buy a little set of these. If you lost it's a little plastic piece that goes in there. Like you see, this one back is missing it, and previous owner put 2 screws through there. I'm gonna remove those, see if I can find the clip for there, so this can be there on nicely. If you don't have the bumper ones, you can put one of these bad boys, and you know, it will hold it in place, so your bumper won't be saggy, or if you hit your car, it'll be good. All right, guys, so for the 12-point VR6s, meaning the 24 valve VR6s, it's 195 pound-feet of torque, and the fucking torque for the axles. All right, if you have the 12 valve, the 5-point nut doesn't look like this one, you need 150. All right. Okay, guys, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please like, comment, and subscribe. Last thing, if you replace all the suspension components or lower or raise your car, you need to take it to an alignment shop so you can get aligned. That's what I gotta do next. Take it to the alignment shop, and thank you for watching.